Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. Keep coming up with more ideas for shows to discuss, subjects to discuss on my show. I keep wondering if I'm ever going to run out of material. I still have some ideas written down in my book, and if something sporadic comes up, I immediately base a show on it. I am getting closer to show number 300, and when I get to that, I will review 200 to 300 shows, 200 to 300, various highlights of what I did on the various shows, what went on. What I'm going to be talking about today is a logo that appeared in a Los Angeles Rams program. Matter of fact, I have 3 programs from California. One from the California Angels in 1988, and then UCLA program, and also a Los Angeles Rams program. I went to the UCLA game the day before, seeing the Los Angeles Rams play. This is the program right here, game day. Rams versus Saints, Los Angeles Rams. Saints were playing at Los Angeles. Rams are back in Los Angeles again, and it was November 3rd, I believe it is. November 3rd, 1991. And I do remember the Rams lost the Saints. The Saints probably won the game by 2 or more touchdowns, if I remember right. I don't remember the final score, but I do remember right before the half, the Saints quarterback, I don't know if it was Hebert or Walsh, but he threw a Hail Mary right before the half and was caught for a touchdown. And that's what I remember about that game. Jim Everett started for the Rams. Played the whole game, as a matter of fact, I believe. Anyway, here's the Farmer John logo I found in this program. Right here, kind of different looking logo, and I wanted to know more about it. I kind of presumed it was a meat carried in the Los Angeles area, and I was right about it. It's a local product. Made in Los Angeles since 1931, pioneering a revolution in the supply of locally flavorful meats, Farmer John has been a Southern California staple since practically forever. See how the Clarity family's commitment to high-quality meats transformed their humble Vernon farm into the farm of the West. So, little excerpt starts 1931 in the beginning, starting with only a few cuts of meat. Irish-American brothers Francis and Bernard Clarity began curing and selling fresh pork bellies and smoked hams to local grocery stores. Before their business became known as Farmer John, they operated under the name Clarity Brothers Packing Company. 1938, new additions. Clarity Brothers Packing Company expands its product line from mainly bacon and sausage to include beef and mutton. Supporting the war effort, the United States entrance into World War II changes the landscape of the Clarity Brothers Packing Company. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Clarity Brothers began supplying meat directly to local military bases, such as the Marine Corps base at Camp Pendleton and the Long Beach Naval's shipyard. They were also a primary meat supplier for the Pacific Ocean Theater. That was 1941. So what I've done so far, just to summarize, I've done 1931, 1938, 1941. So let's move on. 1945, facility upgrade. The end of World War II brings growing demand from a booming population and a greater interest in brand name packaged meats. The Clarity Brothers upgrade their facility to increase output, and the company grows enormously. 1946. I did 45 before that. I'm trying to read these years and titles. New process adds taste. The Clarity Brothers commissioned Eric Ficklinger, a German immigrant who reduced the number of blades in the meat chopper to better preserve the famous spice and the flavor profiles that helped the company gain widespread popularity in Southern California. Many of these flavorful profiles are still in use today. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a cold here. 1948, pork for the win. A lively debate emerges in the Clarity family when the USDA rules that only one animal can be slaughtered at any given facility. On one side is the beef camp, the other pork. Ultimately, pork wins out. 1949, taking breakfast by storm. The The famous 8-ounce breakfast sausage links hit the market and instantly become one of the company's most popular products, along with bacon, breakfast sausage, and hot dogs. 1953, new name, new era. The company is renamed to Father John, which is much easier to pronounce than the family's Irish surname. It just says 1950s. Farmer John's TV debut. The Polka Parade, brought to you by Farmer John Premieres. The popular Southern California TV show includes dancing and polka music and makes Farmer John a household name. The show was such a hit that was later picked up nationally. 1957, iconic artwork. An unemployed Warner Brothers set designer named Les Grimes asked Farmer John if there might be any work for him. Never wanted to turn away a hard worker, the Claritys asked Les to paint the exterior wall of the facility. Instead of painting a nice, simple shade of blue, he begins painting an elaborate mural of pigs on a farm. At first, the Claritys are dubious, but public appreciation of the work convinces Farmer John to embrace the mural, which becomes a famous artwork that remains at the original facility to this day. 1958, take us out to the ball game. Major League's Dodgers move from Brooklyn to Los Angeles. Francis Clarity becomes close friends with Dodgers owner Walter O'Malley. Farmer John soon becomes an official sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I guess all the hot dogs you get at like the various games, places in Los Angeles stadiums, are I guess Farmer John. Don't remember if I had any at those stadiums or not. Late 1950s, hello Farmer John, Dodger dogs. Over a meeting in downtown Los Angeles, Francis Clarity, Dodgers owner Walter O'Malley bemoans the problems he's having with selling Dodger dogs at the stadium. Based on nothing more than mutual trust and a handshake, Farmer John becomes the new official Dodger dog hot dog maker. Legendary play-by-play announcer Vin Scully then becomes a passionate spokesman for the Farmer John Dodger dog hot dog. Mr. Scully's endorsement makes it clear Farmer John hot dogs are the official hot dogs of LA. 1970s, experience the steam at home. Due to their extreme popularity at Dodger Stadium, Farmer John began selling Farmer John official Dodger dog hot dogs in stores. 1974, from one brother to next, Francis Clarity takes over Father John as sole proprietor over his brother Bernard. 1978, the Clarity tradition continues. Francis Clarity passes ownership of Farmer John along to his children, Kathleen, Joseph, Bernie, and Anthony. New flavor profiles, 1980s. Farmer John expands its lineup of flavor profiles to include red hots, smoked hot sausage, maple bacon, and maple breakfast links. Late 1990s, farm to fork freshness. The debut of Farmer John California Natural Fresh Pork, developed by Bob Vandergraff, underscores the local quality and freshness of Farmer John raw pork products. 2014, Farmer John welcomes SOGS. Farmer John purchases SOGS Products LLC, specialty meat and premium sausage producer. 2015, story goes on. Farmer John continues to supply the finest quality meat products that West Coast has to offer. Like I said, I don't really remember eating any of those things. I don't know if I had a hot dog at any of those stadiums or not. I don't remember at this point, but I thought it was kind of a catchy logo, a picture of a strong, I'll show it to you again, a strong looking farmer. This man kind of looks as kind of as built as Arnold Schwarzenegger, pretty well built man, pretty strong, looks like a pretty strong man. I don't know if that was one of the Clarity brothers that modeled for that picture. I'm not sure who that was supposed to be, but anyway, cool logo, and it was catchy enough for me to base a show on it. And as I've said before, like, subscribe, need more subscribers, looking for a partner to do this show with. If anybody lives in the Northern Virginia area or somewhere close by, let me know. I can meet you somewhere. We can put this thing together. All I need to do is bring my smartphone. That's what I do the show with. And as always, thanks for watching.